Muhammad Ali explaining why he became a Muslim.
I am Muslim Muhammad Ali, and I would like to ask you, what made you change to the Islamic faith? And do you keep strictly to the laws of Islam? And are you as good a Muslim as you are a boxer?
Well, it's not for me. You know, the word Muslim means one who submits entirely to the will of God. One who submits entirely to the will of God. That's what Muslim means. So I don't know, I cannot be the judge on how much I submit entirely to the will of God. God himself can only judge us. So I can't say how good I am, and no true Muslim will brag or will even take a chance on saying he's good or he's halfway good or not. It's up to Allah, God, to be the judge, see. So I'm not going to say one thing about how good I am, because I don't know. We never get good enough. I'm always striving to be right.
Yeah,
and you asked me another question, why did I change? Because I was raised a Baptist, and after touring the world, I found out that there are 600 million Muslims on the planet. What Jesus taught was good. What Moses taught was right. What Buddha taught was right. What Krishna taught was right. What Isaiah, Lot, Noah, God has always sent prophets to different people at different times with messages for those people. All of them are right. Jesus made a statement, I come not to destroy no law of the prophet, but to fulfill. All of God's prophets are right. You got to believe in all of them. So if a person follow Moses and live like Moses preached, if they follow Jesus, they follow Lot, any of the prophets. The religion is good, but the people do things in the name of the religion. A lot of Muslims do things they shouldn't do. A lot of Protestants, a lot of Buddhists, a lot of Hindus live like they shouldn't live. But the religion itself, the religion is right, but the people who follow religion ain't.
So it's the same God, essentially. It's just different prophets and people following a different religion under the same God, basically.
Well, that's what we believe. Yes. Not everybody believes that. You know, what I really like what he just said is it's not the religion's fault.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, there's always crazy people.
Not even crazy people. Perfectly sane, well-educated, good citizens will turn around and be like, oh, religion is awful. It's all terrible. And, you know, they just can't distinguish the good Muslims from the bad, the good Christians from the bad.
I think he's talking about people in a religion not doing the right thing.
That is what he's talking about. I'm saying I find it very frustrating that people can't understand this very basic thing that he's saying, and instead they just cut off and hate all religions, and anyone that follows one is an idiot. And it's so small-minded, in my opinion. It's frustrating. That's a part of my life that frustrates me, watching people shit all over religion because of a small group of the people in that religion.
How many Muslims are there today?
Well, he said
there's 600 million.
He said
back,
600
back
million
then.
back then. This was the thing. I didn't pay close attention when he became a Muslim, but it was a big thing. And I think because
holy shit.
How many?
2 billion people.
2 billion. So that's 25% of the planet.
Wow.
That's big. That's big.
25% of the planet, and I couldn't even tell you. Well, I guess I could now through online.
How many Muslims are there in America? Because they are marginalized, not in the way that word is used.
Only 3.5 million?
America's not terribly welcoming, so maybe that's why. That is interesting. Yeah, but this was a big deal, and I remember being all the headlines.
I love going to the corner store in Queens. What's up, my friend? Cook bacon, egg, and cheese. I got you, bro.
Yeah, it was. I think there was a general feeling that it was weird when he did this, because he was just like a Christian American, one of us, and then he became a Muslim, and it was very unique and special. It really stood out, and not necessarily special in a good way for the culture at the time.
Yeah, I could see why people were like taken back by it.
So right. So I choose to follow the Islamic path because I've never saw so much love. I never saw so many people hugging each other, kissing each other, praying 5 times a day. The women in the long garments, the way they would eat. You can go to any country and say, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. You got a home, you got a brother. I chose the Islamic path because it connected me. As a Christian in America, I couldn't go to the white churches. As a Christian, that was for those people. It did them good. It didn't do me good. So the only thing that made
That's just true. Like, it's just crazy because, like, even with us watching the videos, not knowing at all, like what we're talking about at all, it's nothing but nonstop support and tons of people wanting more and us to keep researching into it and stuff. I mean, it's crazy though. Like, he couldn't even go to a regular church without a Christian church because he's black. Like, that's the stupidest shit. Like, they really are more united, I feel like. Because I've, like, even, like, you know how black people in America have that thing where, like, if you're two black guys in a room, it's like you got, like, that brother shit going on. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
you're automatically
I don't know.
my
I've
boy.
never been a black guy in a room alone with another black guy.
But even, like, I don't know, I've seen videos where it's like the president shaking all the white dudes' hands, like Obama shaking all the white dudes' hands, and then a black guy comes up and it's like, hey. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. And I feel like it's the same way with, like, the Islamic faith where Muslims have that with each other. Habibi. Like, I love that shit. Habibi.
But we have that as Italians.
Like, no. It's, like,
we
don't. It's
do
not
have
even close.
culture-
It's not even close. I'm telling you the truth. It, like, oh, we're both Italian. Everyone's fucking, like, has some Italian in them.
That is so not true. Do you understand that in Middle America, we're like mob people to them? Like, they look at us and
I'm telling
they
you,
think,
it's not even remotely close to Muslims beating each other. It's like legit a brotherhood.
I can't disagree with that because I don't know it, but I can say that exists amongst like people. They have certain little cultural things that, you know, and Italians will walk up and there is such warmth, a hug, a kiss, even men will hug and kiss each other. You don't see that among every culture. So yes, I'm glad they have that also, but don't make it sound like
diluted,
it's
though.
that unique.
I definitely think it's diluted because, like, I could see when you were growing up and you were in your neighborhood in New York and everyone's like Italian and like, come get a bite to eat. It's like all of that kind of stuff. And I just, like, I don't think it's the same anymore. Even growing up in Little Italy in the North End, I just don't, oh, you're Italian. Like it's just not the same. It's not even remotely close. Because even, like, when I was in Miami for an NFT conference and I was going out to dinner with my partner who was Muslim and then other guys, like, they just had, like, a connection because two of them were Muslim, like my partner and one of the other dudes. It's just like a kind of thing. I don't know how to really explain it any better than that.
Okay, I haven't experienced it because
Habibi.
I just haven't been in that. I haven't been around enough situations where I've seen, you know, two Muslim men walk up to each other and how they react.
What is the meaning?
I'd like to learn more about, you know, women's place in Islam because, again, stereotypically, what I've learned from the news and, you know, the people who are completely ignorant of it, as ignorant as I am, even more so ignorant than I am, is that, you know, women are second-class citizens and they don't get to speak and have their own opinions and they just have to follow along.
I mean, listening
and that, as an American woman, that shit's not fine with me.
Yeah, but, like, looking at the comments, like, simply looking at my YouTube comments, I can instantly tell you that's just not the case. There's no way that's how it is.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel that way, and it's confusing to me because I'm feeling nothing but kindness and love and hospitality, if you will. But at the same time, I still have this other impression that isn't fully, you know, it hasn't been smashed yet because all I've seen are YouTube videos and had these really wonderful, you know, comments coming, but I don't know the reality, the day-to-day reality, and I'm asking that question because it's pressing on me.
I'm excited to travel. I get to see this shit firsthand.
In Mexico? You just said
in Mexico. I'm going to Mexico, and then I'm going to Europe a few months later. I got shit planned. All right, let's keep going.
Feel good. The only thing that made me feel free, that connected me with Saudi Arabia, the Islamic religion, connected me with Pakistan, Morocco, Syria. I sat down with Colonel Gaddafi, had dinner in his palace, stayed overnight because I'm a Muslim. As a Christian, I never could sit with Christian leaders. As a Muslim, I sat with Sadat, I sat with President Nasser, Marcos of the Philippines, Ayub Khan of Pakistan before he died. I've been sitting with kings of Sheikh Zayed of Abu Dhabi. Kings and people of these nations have welcomed me as a brother, and I'm a citizen, and now in America, I'm respected by all colors and throughout the world as a Muslim. See, the name Muhammad is the most common name in the world. There are more Muhammads on the planet. There are 4 billion people on earth, and every third person is a Muslim.
You read a fucking book.
For me, I'm not condemning no other religion, but for me, being a world figure, taking the name Muhammad Ali, which is the name of my people for the brother of America, accepting the Islamic religion, it was better for me. So I chose the Islamic religion. That's why I chose it.
Muhammad.
So, question.
Makes perfect sense.
Just looking at the numbers, if the numbers that he said and what we just looked up are correct, back then they're almost a third of the population of Earth were Muslims, and now we're looking at about 25%. So the actual ratio of Muslims to non-Muslims has shrunk, and I wonder what
That was just, I mean,
the
who
deal
knows?
around that is.
Yeah, but who knows how accurate that exact statement was, and I mean, who knows how accurate
Right,
these numbers are?
and I quantified that by saying it. I started with that.
Yeah.
Assuming that they are, that would be something to talk about. And my uneducated or educated guess on that would be that because the world is going to hell in a handbasket and everybody thinks that God is a fake construct of man-made religion, and instead of actually taking a real close look at it. But whatevs.
Keep going.
After boxing, I would like to be a minister. Don't you think I preach pretty good?
Very good.
Don't I make it plain?
Yes.
Don't you understand now? You asked me some pretty tough questions, but
What a personality,
didn't I make a lot
huh?
of sense? I didn't make the Christians hate me. I didn't make the Protestants hate me. I didn't make the Catholics hate me. I told you the truth. I said all of them are good if they live it. It's just the people who don't live it. So I chose the Islamic path. Religion is a touchy thing. Religion. Very few people can see. Some people, you say I'm a Muslim, don't want to hear you. Some people, you say I'm a Protestant, pow, pow. You say I'm a Catholic, pow, pow. This is the power of this. You see me do this, you call me the greatest. That's because I'm more religious than I am physical, and I study a lot. And you may be surprised if you hear me talk, because you never heard me talk this way. But I got about 45 lectures that I memorized in my ministry, and I can tell you something about all the religious books, all the religions, because I'm a strong believer in God and humanity. That's why I'm helping these boys. That's why God blesses me to be so great here. Because all the time I've been here, I've been talking about God, pushing religion. I'm not talking about me, how great I am, how much money I got. I'm always giving the praise to God. So that's why I'm as great as I am in this physical world, because I push Him first.
Well, Muhammad, we're running out of time now.
That's wild.
That's beautiful.
You gonna cry again?
Shut up. Don't make fun of me.
Women.
Sorry, I can't help it. I do. I cry a lot. What are you going to do? I saw his daughter fight in Reno.
How was that?
I remember it being fun. Always going to the fights in Reno was fun.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, SonnyFaz.
Oh, follow me, Sonny's mother, on Instagram. I don't care if
follow
you
her.
follow me. Don't follow me.
Don't
follow
follow her.
him. Follow him. His stuff's better.
Don't follow her. She just posts pictures of the dog and shit. No one cares.
Yeah, unless you want to, come on Twitter and help me save the world and be on my
Sitting
team.
on Twitter all day. Start liking her tweets. It keeps her distracted. And fuck, she doesn't fucking bother me. Follow her on Twitter, then. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone, please. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Never
Make sure to
leaving him
subscribe
alone.
too.